speaking about PayPal, so PayPal is launching a new stock trading platform, and it's so I got a few questions about this, but before I even go into this, you were talking about you invested in PayPal today, right?
Yep.
So what's the why PayPal? Because we haven't really been talking about PayPal a lot. We've been talking a lot of other people about PayPal.
So I have been saying it for maybe 18 months. I've been saying that fintech is the new way we're about to do business, right? Wireless transactions. You just saw that. Like, as investors, one of the best things you can do is just pay attention to what's going on in the world. Like, you don't have to look for the next big thing. You could just look for the industry that's becoming it. It's becoming where we're going, where we're headed at. So PayPal been around for a while, but you consistently see the business evolving, right? And so I'm like, okay, I kept saying like fintech. Now Ian says that PayPal is a new JP Morgan.
No, Square.
Square. Oh, Square.
Yeah, but PayPal is number two.
So I was looking at PayPal and I was like, okay, like their CEO is dope. Square gets a lot of the attention. Square gets a lot of the attention, but we sleep on PayPal. For me, I say people sleep on it. They have a lot of hardware in place, right? They have a lot of assets that they have. So I was like, okay. Also, I understood that Robinhood's name isn't really legit in the world like that. It's a lot of, when I look at Warren Buffett and them, they always say that you got to invest in a business with integrity, right? That's what they say. You got to invest in businesses with integrity. New investors know about Robinhood, but the integrity ain't there. But the right people not challenging Robinhood. Like when you look at M1 Finance, look at these other businesses, they're not really challenging Robinhood like that. So when I saw that PayPal was going to get into that retail trader business, remember 10 million new traders came into the market within the last year. 10 million new traders. They're not going to TD Ameritrade. They're not going to E-Trade. They're only getting a few percent because that's more for people who feel like I've been investing for a little while. It's more convenient. So PayPal is the next thing that I feel like can challenge them. So this morning I was like, all right, well, I had already invested in PayPal. I just put an options contract on it this morning because I already know that fintech is just an industry that's booming. Like it's booming. Like they taking over. Ian said that Square is the new Jeep. I think that PayPal is the Amazon of fintech.
That's heavy. That's heavy, Trap.
Fintech. Yeah, I think they're gonna be that. And I love it. Like I love the way Ian thinks because I'm thinking that, but I'm on the other side. So I'm like, okay, cool. Right. So I feel like they'll be the Amazon of fintech because they got cash. And so what Robinhood dies at is everybody buys, people know that order flow, well, they don't know. So order flow is how brokers get paid, right? It's the transaction, what they get paid for you making a deal. Now, Robinhood says that they don't charge you when actually they charge the most. People don't know that. They think you're getting free, but Robinhood is charging you 17 cents per share.
Yeah, you just don't feel the cost actually.
They're charging you 17 cents. They're actually charging 48 cents per options contract. People don't know that. They think you're trading for free. They made 110 million of their 180 million dollars off of people trading.
So if they charge the most, why are they so popular?
Because it's convenient.
User interface?
It's convenient.
Yeah, user interface is beautiful.
Interface, the user interface. So when you pull up a TD Ameritrade or E-Trade's mobile app, if you aren't familiar with that, you're like, put that down. You know what I'm saying? When you get on Robinhood, you don't really know too much about investing. All you see is buy, sell. That is all you think you need to know. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy. So
confetti kind of dope when you buy something too, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. So PayPal, I believe that PayPal have the infrastructure to come in and say, all right, let's play ball this way. And I knew the market was looking for someone to challenge them in that manner. And because I knew that, I was like, man, let me get this morning. Got it this morning, did 25 contracts, made like $6,000 today on it this morning. I'm gonna let it ride, you know.
Just breeze. $6,000 a day. You know, it was also, not to cut you off, but what's also important, and you gave out the statistics. You said 10 million new investors have come into the market, but what is existing at PayPal is 400 million accounts right now.
Yep. Yeah.
Right? And so when you look at it, it just kind of makes sense, right? If you have competitors in the fintech space, you have Square that is already trading at cryptocurrencies, and you can trade stocks, and Robinhood is already doing it. It was just a matter of time. The only thing now is that the process, because it's not like a 1, 2, 3 process. It's not like tomorrow we can just start buying stocks with PayPal. From what I'm reading, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, Ian and Trap, is they actually have to buy a broker dealer, correct?
Yeah. So they already had something in play that they were playing with called Invest PayPal. They just never pushed it. They already had it in place. Yeah. So now, again, it's like you said, they got to buy that missing piece that'll put them there. But again, they have enough money on the side. This is why we talk about investing in businesses that have cash on the side, right? That can make acquisitions. Like, that's important, right? That's the quality business that me and Ian talk about. Those businesses that stand strong, right? That have that money on the side, that have those operating cash flows that can pay off debt and still be good. So they have a good cash flow that's sitting on the side, so they can make that. It won't be too hard, but it won't be right away. But I think they'll definitely be a great challenge in that space, man. And it's gonna get interesting.
Yeah. The only thing I'll say about PayPal is their customer. This is the big opportunity that they have. If their customer experience can be great, they can dominate the space. If you're a business owner and you ever dealt with PayPal, you may have had your account locked up for 1 month to 8 months.
Yes.
Now imagine if you have 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 in their trading platform and they lock your money up.
Yes.
Some of you are going to want to go to San Fran and go to PayPal and wring the CEO's neck. So even though Robinhood does not provide a great customer experience, you are able to get your money out. And for me, PayPal, when it comes to fintech and digital payments and being able to do transactions online, they are the preeminent leader in that space. And they were like one of the first. It's very hard when people know you for one thing, then to jump into another lane and try and dominate that space. But it's smart for them to go for the land grab, try and dominate another sector of the market because they're thinking 10 years down the line. And they see the competitive threat just like we do. Robinhood now has been positioned as a terrible company, especially for us, which a lot of financial companies, they made that propaganda. Like I said at InvestFest, like even when there was this big campaign around Hilfiger being racist, most of you don't know that it was another big fashion house that made that up to reposition Hilfiger and affect their sales. Go look at what Tommy Hilfiger sales were in 1996 and then go see how much money they lost after that statement came out and Hilfiger never said anything. So now PayPal has a chance to come in, do a great land grab, but the only factor we have to consider here, if they'll dominate, is if the customer experience is amazing, they can put Robinhood potentially out of business. But if it's just as bad, they won't move the needle.
Yo, Ian, real quick, Trap. Ian, you nailed it, man. Now that you're saying that, I'm actually having flashbacks of having to deal with.
Like, could you imagine?
It was crazy. I had to wait like 7 days to get a response from an email, and then call and wait on the phone for 3 hours, and then it was the call. They don't even have a callback. You know, like Verizon, we'll call you back within 45 minutes.
You'll send in the documents and still have to wait. Like, imagine you guys be like Trap doing 25 contracts. Imagine in a year you're up 85,000, and then they're like, "Well, we're just not going to give you your money."
Freeze. Go ahead, Trap. My bad.
I was just about to say, and on the flip side of that too is Robinhood customer service is trash as well. You know,
arguably, yeah.
But with the dope part, what I do think where PayPal can hold up at is, and we'll see, is we've seen Robinhood get overwhelmed and shut the whole site down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think PayPal seeing that, and it's just me looking at it from another angle.
I'm seeing the same thing. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Them seeing it like, okay, and they know they got to fix that part with their customer service, right? And especially when you start dealing with retail traders, when you start dealing with more people, but then you already have, like Troy said, you already have 400 million active users. That's phenomenal.
That's a huge number.
And yeah, that puts them in the running to already. It's kind of like you look at a team, you say this team has a better roster on paper, right? You look at PayPal on paper, they're the better brand ready for this. It's can they execute?
Yeah, and PayPal, if you need a great customer service experience, you probably should integrate Market Mondays into
talk to him.
the culture.
Hey, Ian, I got you.
Hey, y'all know, right? We love you dearly.